We're going to talk about Bitcoin in this episode, which is the topic of everyone's conversation regarding the $1 and $2 billion from Ripple. Returning over 60,000, we will discuss Swift and Ripple in more detail, as I have some more incredible news that you simply must see. To top it all off, people, is XRP a giant in slumber? I will break down everything for you, so please take a seat back, unwind, and let's get started. $7,650 worth of Bitcoin. It's currently up 5.6%, displaying some red on the ARI chart, as well as USDT and USDC both coming in at 99 cents as XRP. It's up 5.61% over the last 24 hours, although there is some red on the hourly chart of Ethereum to 3,630. Okay, it's down 74%, with a mean lean of 64 cents. The re-hourly chart shows green, but on the 24-hour chart, which I've been attempting to participate in assiduously, it's slightly lower. This is what I think. In the morning, it was at 68 cents, now, it is at 677, for those who are counting. In the current Bitcoin bull market, I am making my goal and approach public. When I enter a trade, I exit it immediately if you're searching for profitable deals. If you're searching for a request, I can also obtain some TA charts for you. I'm aware that you've messaged me in the group. A few of you want to schedule that one-on-one phone call, so I will get back to you today. Call now, people, Rip is coming. Don't be afraid. Lines, there are just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 days remaining in the month of 35 for Generation 2. These we must sell if my calculations are correct. 6 a day on average. Are we going to get it finished? Keep in mind that they're all sold out. The token TDN I have to pay for the exchange upgrade using money that I have. Calls from Brad Garland. I go through all of the news, you see. Websites from which I believe I obtain news, maybe 7 or 8 in total. Alright, I went through each one. Everyone is discussing the same thing. Garlinghouse says that neither I nor the SEC should read the news headline. Are discussing the SEC. It's the same with Sue and Ripple, 2 billion, blah blah blah. Item repeatedly everywhere you go. You can obviously see that there isn't any more noteworthy cryptocurrency news that has to be covered by everyone. Declares this one, according to Garlinghouse. In the Ripple case, the SEC is pressuring the judge to impose fines and penalties totaling $2 billion. I find it intriguing that there were 4 distinct, let's say, lawsuits filed within the Ripple v. SEC case. It feels like the SEC is attempting a Hail Mary since they have now lost 3 of their previous 4 games. They made $2 billion there. Imagine what might happen if they took the first 3. Was it their intention to request 10, 15, or $20 billion? The U.S., according to a social media post made by the CEO of Ripple Labs on Monday, the Securities and Exchange Commission is reportedly asking a New York judge to impose a $2 billion judgment against the company. The SEC's motion for judgment and remedies, which was filed on Friday, is still sealed between the parties, as per Stuart Aldera, Chief Legal Officer of Ripple Labs. On Tuesday, March 26, the documents will be made available to the public with certain redactions. We have already seen them as of today. Emerge, the verdict will put a stop to it. Reached this stage in a lengthy legal dispute that started in December 2020 between Ripple Labs and the SEC. The bull market was when it started. Let it finish during 2020's bull run. What do you think about that during the 2024 bull run? That's what I'm all about. Regarding Stewart's post regarding looking at the screen and listening to 2 billion, I find it incomprehensible that the SEC even has a leg to stand on. It makes no sense at all to be standing here. According to me, they lost 3 of the first 4 instances, and now they're presumably trying to profit from everything. Fred remarked, "What's up, family? Please forgive me while I try to identify this attractive man who appears in Exhibit L of the exhibition list on the LI side of this motion. Take a look at what the SEC submitted." Brad Garlinghouse on page 2 comments on Twitter that this is a really significant portion of history. When Garlinghouse said, "We won," in a photo taken at XRL Vegas, they submitted this without even offering a comment. They lost, so that's what the SEC is using here. From what I can see, though, the SEC is furious, angry that they were duped, and is now attempting to take legal action against Target and Ripple, suing them for absurd sums of money in an attempt to obtain anything. That they are capable of being quite honest, I don't think they're receiving any more than $2 billion. As cryptocurrency stocks continue to rise, Bitcoin has recovered above 70,000, it reports. After a largely calm weekend, Bitcoin Ether increased in value as cryptocurrency-related equities surged late in Monday's trading session. At the time this was published on Monday night, Bitcoin had reclaimed $71,000 for the first time in almost 10 days, rising 8% to roughly $71,000. Ethereum has also seen an increase. There is a lot of excitement on social media. I'll tell you straight, enthusiasts who maintain that BlackRock never loses are wrong and that an ETF spot is a bad idea. Now, an Ethereum ETF is on the horizon. It might launch this year or next. The year is almost here. Additionally, I believe an XRP ETF will be released, whether that be we're going to witness ETFs of the wazoo this year or next year. If you're not familiar with what a wazoo is, I urge you to learn. We retain it, but Google it quickly and get back to me. Please release this, smoke, as it is rated PG-13. According to the statement, SWIFT can send and receive XRP like fiat currency, obviating the need for cryptocurrency exchanges at one or both ends of the transaction. However, SWIFT allows you to send and receive XRP in addition to fiat currency, such as US dollars, negating the need for cryptocurrency exchanges at least until cryptocurrencies are widely used at the register. Even if SWIFT is experimenting with 4-time quarter sellers or its high-speed GPI with FTF, which makes it challenging for cryptocurrency exchanges to adhere to KYC and AML regulations. The statement that is now displayed here isn't what I'm wondering. Where did this paper originate from? As I don't see SWIFT as really a consortium of banks, we are aware of quite a few of them. The banks that use SWIFT are also using RippleNet, which allows them to access demand liquidity. I will keep saying this since it is a really truthful statement, which is why I say it so often. Why is it that we can send emails in 3 seconds, but still cannot get money? Tony the Bee responds, XRP, a sleeping giant. Examine this. There's a sleeping giant that aims for these $17 that appear to be between 14 and 17. Such are conceivable. Goals. If a parabolic blow-off peak is observed, cryptocurrencies surpass a market capitalization of more than $10 trillion, or when cryptocurrency is all that's available, we witness a huge rotation into XRP toward the end of the bull cycle. Ethereum. For Bitcoin, we are witnessing a tremendous rotation into XRP, and I don't think that Cardano throws have popped yet. These kinds of numbers are visible. These kinds of figures have never been ruled out by me. I have stated on this channel that I am a pretty conservative person and that I would prefer to receive my predictions. Wrong. I'd prefer to make really low estimates and then surpass them by a wide margin. My goal has always been $3 to $6.50. Won't be upset with me if XRP rises beyond 650. I detest you, but you won't be like that. We struck a 789 for $10 XRP, but if I were to leave right now, I would tell you that the XRP would be $10 and our XRP was only $4. You people are going to find me.